Mathematics helps us describe a world that is orderly and trustworthy. God created a universe where patterns hold, quantities behave consistently, and truth does not change. When we study percentages, we're learning one small way to speak clearly about parts and wholes in that ordered world. Let's begin with a simple question. What does the word percent mean? The word percent literally means per hundred or out of 100. So when we say 30%, we mean 30 out of 100. Nothing mysterious, just a clear description of how much of the whole we are taking. Picture a square divided into 100 equal boxes, 10 across and 10 down. If the whole square represents 100%, then each small box represents 1%. If we shade 20 of those boxes, how much have we shaded? 20 out of 100, or 20%. Pause and picture that. What would 50% look like? Exactly half of the boxes shaded. This connects naturally to fractions. 20% means 20 out of 100, which we can write as the fraction 20 over 100. That fraction simplifies to 1/5. So percent, fractions, and decimals are not separate ideas, they are different ways of describing the same reality. Now let's connect percent to decimals. Since percent means per 100, converting a percent to a decimal simply means dividing by 100. For example, 25% becomes 25 divided by 100, which is 0.25. 7% becomes 0.07. Ask yourself, if 1% is 100th, what decimal should it be? 0.01. Now we are ready for the main skill, finding a percent of a number. The key idea is this. The word of in math usually means multiply. So to find p% of a number, we turn the percent into a decimal, then multiply by the whole. Let's walk through an example together. Find 25% of 80. Before calculating, think, is the answer going to be bigger or smaller than 80? Since 25% is less than half, the answer must be less than 40. Now compute. 25% as a decimal is 0.25. Multiply 0.25 times 80. 1/4 of 80 is 20, so 25% of 80 is 20. Does that match our estimate? Yes, it makes sense. Let's try another. Find 12% of 50. First, convert the percent. 12% is 0.12. Now, multiply 0.12 times 50. 10% of 50 is 5. 2% of 50 is 1. Add them together and you get 6. Pause and check. Is 6 reasonable? 12% is a little more than 10%, so a little more than 5 fits well. Visual models help strengthen understanding. Imagine a bar representing 60. If we divide the bar into 10 equal parts, each part is 10%. 60 divided by 10 is 6, so 10% of 60 is 6. If we want 30%, we take 3 of those parts. 6 plus 6 plus 6 equals 18. Different methods, same truth. Good mathematicians always check their answers. Ask yourself, if the percent is less than 100, should the answer be less than the whole? If the percent is greater than 100, should it be greater than the whole? These questions guard us against careless errors. Let's end by gathering what we've learned. Percent means out of 100. To find a percent of a number, convert the percent to a decimal and multiply. Then pause and ask whether the answer makes sense. This careful, ordered thinking reflects the faithfulness of the God who made a world that can be known and understood.